Sweet your mala.
Mukwano gompe. That's there you go. There you go. I told you there's an introduction, right? Bless.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
Go on, man.
Yeah, man, that was the introduction now. Basically, that's coming from our special guest today. You know what? For everyone that's listening, you're tuned into the Limz Ali Show, Bless Radio. And it's basically, we're here. And at the same time, we got a very, very special guest who's coming through, who's going to be, he's going to be playing some of his music. He's going to be, he's going to show everybody what time it is in terms of the up and coming young artists, young African Caribbean artists, young, they're all over the place. And we're going to touch on a lot of subjects today. But you know what? To start it off right now, I would like to give him a nice introduction. And I'd like him to introduce himself and let you guys know who he is, what he does. I mean, we had him on the show earlier, a few years ago. It feels like I've been on Bless for years now, innit? But now, for real, it's just now I'm gonna let him give you a brief introduction of who he is and what he's about, what he does, and what is, just who he is for now, kind of thing. So yeah, now man, give him a big brief.
Yes, greetings to everybody listening, everybody tuned in. I go by the names of Joe Gaya, and I'm a Ugandan, UK-based artist who specializes in Afrobeat, Afropop, and Afro dancehall. Yeah, I'm happy to be here talking to Mr. Limz, the man himself, and the one and only Bless. And I look forward to the topics that we have today, and to get to know you guys a bit better as well, and for you to get to know me a bit better and what I do, what my ambitions are.
There's been a lot going on, isn't it? There's been a lot happening. Bless. How's Bless been? How you been this week?
Hey, yo, what go on?
How you been this week, bro?
Boy, putting a stop to our people dying, brethren.
For real.
We're going to touch on that subject, bro. Because that's a deep subject. But for the start, I want Joe to kind of explain himself. You know what I mean? Just show.
Hey, Bridget, hold on. You just asked me how I be, and I haven't answered you, bro.
All right, answer me then, innit?
Hey, what you eating?
Oh, well, can you hear me eating?
Yeah, everybody the whole world can hear you eating, brethren. On air, you're yamming food. You're not unashamed.
No, you know what? I can share, yeah, but I can't share through internet media.
Okay. Well, now we know. We can hear you yamming, We can hear you go.
Nah, I'm there eating my chicken and chips, man. You know what I mean? Obviously.
Cool. Enjoy the bird.
Yeah. I'm eating that while I'm just doing the thing there. Because we all need to eat, and nothing don't stop us from eating. You know what I mean? But now, for real, professionalism. Let me put it on.
Hey, Limz. You know what bird? Limz.
Let's be professional. Yeah.
You know, birds never ate a grain of corn in its life. That chicken,
say that again, bro.
That chicken has never ate a grain of rice or corn in its life. That chicken has never walked. It's never even walked anywhere in its life.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? I saw a documentary a few weeks ago where they I found out that they actually keep these chickens trapped in different. One of them's for the breeding, for the eggs, and then the other one is for eating.
Okay, like the one you eating now, bro.
On TV, bro.
Well,
go on, Bless.
Well, enjoy your chicken, brethren.
Yo, man, enjoy my chicken. Now, how's your week been? Now, let's go back to that. How's your week been, bro?
Well, I've been studying.
How's everything?
I've just been studying to find out what's going on in the world, see what's happening to our people, doing a little catch up on the Floyd Brother thing. And we're just checking it out.
You know what? Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man. But we're just checking it out. But some people are taking it the wrong way, and some people, their actions. I mean, there's anger there, yeah, but obviously a couple of places gonna get burned down. That's just part of the thing. But since they charged the man them, they've charged the police them, yeah. So there is no more need to burn down anything.
For real.
Because what you're marching for has been answered, but you're still out there burning down things.
I think I hear you, Bless, and you I agree. Like after they've charged my man.
No, but they charged 3 more today as well. They charged the other 3. Did you hear that? Did you hear about that?
But do you think they only charged them because of the pressure?
Yeah.
It's
the pressure that's
in my eyes it is. What do you think, Bless?
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, it's definitely the pressure because I look at it like this. You see how long it takes for them to charge the brother. Yeah, but when there was a guy, an Ethiopian policeman, he killed a white guy. They sent him to prison instantly.
No pressure needed.
No question needed. It's the first policeman that ever went to prison for murder. Because he's a black policeman, that's why.
Is that the one? Are you telling me? Because I saw one video clip. Yeah?
Yeah.
Where they basically said to it was like there was a black officer though, yeah, that was at the scene of that actual thingy happening, bro. Am I right in saying so? Because I saw it.
What?
Because I saw a video and like one of the officers that had him on the floor, like he was basically black origin, let's say.
Nah, man. Look at the photos of them, man. What are you talking about, the Floyd thing?
Yeah, that one.
No, the guy that had him on the floor is not black.
Not him. There was one of because there was 4 officers. There's different angles, if you get me. And one of them was a black or ethnic origin minority.
Do you mean the Korean brother?
Not the Korean one that was saying no, like all of that. Like no, not him.
No,
there was a next one.
No, there was no black man there. You have to look at the photos of them, and then you will see.
See, but this is the thing, yeah, and the society that we're going through. Like right now, it's all like literally like I'll be honest with you, we've got. It's like we're seeing all different images and that like people can Photoshop stuff in it.
Yeah.
But I'm going with what I've seen in it. Do you get where I'm coming from? And from my eyes over the last week, because it's been a week now. Rest in peace to George Floyd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I've seen that, and when I've seen that, I thought, like, oh my god.
No, but there's different videos that leaked. Like there's the one that I saw with like 2 black brothers holding down a black guy.
And it's not explaining everything.
So that shows you that it's not just the white police officers that have been doing it. Some black officers have developed that sort of behavior.
Right.
I'm gonna reach onto a topic later on in it, but obviously I wanted to jump onto it later on, but I might as well do it now because this is the first bit of the topic that we have.
Yeah, but
this is the first bit of the topic that we have, and honesty, like all I'm saying is obviously it's like, do you feel
Limz? What you doing,
yeah,
bro?
Nah,
what you
can
doing?
you hear me?
What you doing?
No, I'm not doing anything. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, you're making some noise like you're gonna dash out this chicken bone or something.
No, I'm just munching up the chicken bone, but while I'm trying to make it proper, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there was something that, like, obviously I can touch on it. Obviously, we got Joe Gaya in the studio today, in attendance today. But at the same time, like, you know, what was I saying? I kind of lost myself. The distractions, but
yeah, you got chicken buzz, brethren. Chicken buzz.
Yeah, chicken buzz. I got the chicken buzz. The chicken buzz was good, you know.
You forget
That
what you're
that's when you
talking
ain't
about.
you ain't eating that good chicken for a little minute. You know what I mean?
All right, do you remember what we're
And
talking about now?
all I can say is like real talk. But in terms of like the whole situation, I feel like no. Do you know what? Like that's one thing I wanted to touch on as I was saying. Like, quote me wrong, right? But you see,
Just say what
yeah,
you're
you see
saying,
what?
guys.
Like,
Just say it, man. Just spit it out, bro.
I'm gonna spit it out. What do you think of the riots in England and America and everything? Do you think like these ones were proper and it was meant to
What riots?
bless?
What riots?
Yeah, the not riots. Sorry, not riots.
The march.
That we've had going on. Yeah, the
Limz, man.
you
What's the
know.
question, bro?
Sorry, no, because I keep kind of slightly losing reception and stuff. We're still in we're still in this you know.
You still got this Tesco mobile again.
I still got my Tesco mobile, bro. It's still running, man. Come on, guys. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna upload to iPhone soon. And when I upload, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody telling me about Tesco mobile, especially you, Bless. Don't try to get onto me about Tesco mobile.
I only said that when your phone get funny.
After this, I'm gonna be good. You know what I mean?
All right, so
we're gonna be upgraded.
So what's the question, bro?
Now the question is, how do you think about like the that have been happening recently?
Yeah, with the marches and that.
The riots, not riots.
Not riots, man. They're marches, man. They're marches.
The marches that have been happening recently. How do you feel like? Do you think that everybody's like enlightened? Do you think like they're doing it in England because of just that? Because I'll be honest with you, I did touch on a subject earlier with someone earlier this week, yeah. Do you think like why is this happening for? Obviously, it's happening for him for a reason.
Are you scared? What's the question though?
But the question is at the same time, how do you feel like? Why do you think?
You can't find. No, you know, Limz. It's all right.
In
Joe,
my eyes, why did this not?
Joe,
why did we have this happen for Mark Duggan?
It did.
Okay.
No, we didn't have it happen for Mark Duggan because even though it happened for Mark Duggan, at the end of the day, nothing really like it didn't end up turning out like how it's turned out now.
Yeah, but you can't compare the two. Listen. You can't compare the two.
So no, my question, sorry. You know what? I delayed it because there was a bit of technical difficulties going on. But at the end of the day, you see, with Mark Duggan, we had the march and stuff, right? But with him, right now, with what's going on with, like, you know what I mean? I feel like, how come the UK didn't take it as personal as that at the time, and how come these people are still not charged?
All right, Joe, you want to answer that one there?
I have my opinion to that. The Mark Duggan situation, I remember it.
Yeah.
The Mark Duggan situation was very serious as well.
Yeah.
It sparked off riots all over England.
Yeah.
All over England, starting from London, of course. Yeah, I remember the Mark Duggan situation was a crazy one. It was really crazy. But the reason why the American incident has happened to have more impact. Like, it seems to be causing more waves across the world, across the globe, and I think that is because, let's be honest, yeah. Yes, there's violence here. There's all these negative things here as well. The same things that happen in America, but we have to be honest, yeah. In America, it's been happening for the longer. It's been happening for such a long time that in America, yeah, like, see here, I think here you have youths who are doing things like that, like how can I say it? You have youths who are in like gangs and stuff like that. In America, you have big men who used to be like gang leaders, people's dads,
You understand? There is culture. It's like
It's cultural.
it's cultural. Like it's been going on for years and years that your granddad probably was a Crip. You get what I mean? So their pain runs deep. Their frustration runs deep.
Yeah, but the same thing. Listen, the same thing happens over here, you know. But the only thing is, our parents never had titles.
And our stuff happens behind closed doors, isn't it?
Yeah,
because one thing I can say, like, real talk, like, if you think about it, you remember, like, you see Tupac. I look up to Tupac. I love Tupac. Do you know what I mean? He's my idol, like. But at the end of the day, like, a lot of people fail to even realize and understand that Pac was born behind closed doors, isn't it?
What do you mean?
So what's up?
His mum was a part of the movement. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the
the Black Panthers and stuff. Like, and that's why he had a strong message. So do you believe, like, or do you feel like, you see how young people are nowadays? We don't have enough, like, our parents kind of like kept it quiet towards us in order for us to like to develop in a way where we just we go through like what you need to follow what the white man says.
Limz.
You need to not to be racist or everything, because I'm not in it, but what the Caucasian man says, do what he says, agree with what the rules are, and then after that you'll maybe you'll live a better life in England. Or do you feel like Pac was right in his movement? Because I
agree with you on something you just said, and I've actually it's also helped me to realize that when you mentioned Tupac's mother,
and as a musician as well, because you're a musician,
when you mentioned Tupac's mom, Tupac's mom is seems like one of those people who they were fighting for the freedom of black people, and they're unapologetic about it.
Rest in peace.
Do you understand that they're unapologetic about it? It's like they know what they're doing is right. It's like they saw it, and people like her, they're very, very intelligent people, very wise. There's a reason why they will stand for truth, even if there's not many people standing for the truth. Those are the type of people that will stand for the truth. I'll comparing Tupac's mom to the kind of moms we have today. Yeah, I think we come from families who just love peace. I'm not trying to say Tupac's mom does not love peace, but we come from families which they love peace to the extent that they'll rather conform to like fear and say, you know what, like they won't vouch for us fighting for our rights, like going out there. They'll be more scared to lose us. They don't want us to they wouldn't want to lose us, so they wouldn't advise us to actually fight for what's wrong. You know what I mean? They'll say, behave this way, ways that please the Caucasian man, ways that put us in line with what the Caucasian man says.
Jay.
Yes.
Can I add something to what you're saying? Yeah. When I was growing up in this country, our parents had to stick together. Yeah. So that would be our elders. They all stick together, and they had that unity. And inside that unity, they was bringing up, because we're always over here and there's racism. In that unity, they was bringing up some children to be educated, and they was bringing up some children to protect the family from what is outside, of course, what they have to deal with on an everyday basis. They wanted to make sure one or two of the children would have to defend that. You understand what I'm saying? So some of us was brought up in a situation where we was aware of the treatment that our parents was going through, and we was growing up in a way that we wasn't really having it. You understand? So every generation changes. Now the generation after your generations changed because we're not defending like before. You understand? So you get what I'm saying? When the parents are defending the children and there's a unity amongst them, their friends, everybody they work with, the network, there's a network of them. So that means every week you get your traditional food. So all black people, especially Caribbean, you'll be like, every Saturday you might get soup. Every house most probably be doing soup on a Saturday. Every house is doing rice and peas on a Sunday. They had a set thing that they were all doing in like a structure. But then as the generations come, the structure falls away.
Falls away?
Yeah, the structure falls away.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, speaking of food, I want to big up my cousin, you know.
What?
For everybody, you need to check out Sudu's kitchen. You know, like I'm all eating the chicken, thinking about the chicken when it's the kitchen, yeah? You get it? But no, for everyone, check out Sudu's SUDUS kitchen, yeah? Kitchen. We all know how to spell kitchen. We all use it.
I think I saw that on Facebook.
It's all over the place, man. I mean, you need to check him out. Phone him. He's got £20 orders to £35 orders, and you know what I mean. You'll be hearing a lot from him, and it's proper food. I'm talking lobster to crab to, you know what I mean, like prawns to chicken to wings to. Listen, I'm getting hungry just thinking about promoting it. You know what I mean? But you guys, make sure you check him out. That's Sudu's Chicken, Instagram. All over the place, like Facebook, Twitter. Check out the Bless Twitter. For the people that wanna message in and stuff, the number, give them the numbers for them, man.
Okay, all right. If you want to use our Twitter, you could go to the website, which is blessradio.co.uk. The Twitter's on the front page. You just got to scroll down. If you want to get involved in the conversation, you can call us on 07577.
That's it.
Yeah, 227. Yeah, 505. I'll get it to you again. 07577 227 505.
That's it. And then you guys can get involved, messaging. We're talking about George Floyd, rest in peace. You know what I mean? The marches that have been happening central London. Some of you guys might have attended that are listening. You know what I mean? Just give us a call in, a text in, whatever you wish to do. But for now, man, definitely that we're touching on that subject. But I would like to kind of switch it up. I would like to switch it up because I'll be honest with you, we do need to speak about another young black brother that's doing a lot, and he's still alive, thankfully. God blessings. And he's live with us today. His name's Gaya. So what we need to do is I think it's time. Bless, do you feel like it's time to hear a track from Gaya? You know, to start it off, we heard a track.
Brethren, we was talking about something, you know.
Yeah, I know we was, but I'm saying just to kind of calm it down a little bit.
You're the only one who's talking, bro. You're the only one that's talking, man, and you want to calm things down.
No. I'm saying basically because we've got another young black brother on the station right now, and he's basically he's not even up and coming. He's been doing major things. He's another young brother that's doing so much things, and I feel like the listeners, they've heard us talk, but at the same time they do need to kind of understand who they have on the other line.
Well, then all we do is ask him. Right, Joe.
That's it.
Joe.
Yes, Bless.
What exactly do you? We was talking a little bit.
What exactly do I do?
Yeah. We was talking a little bit about the parents thing. So what kind of artist?
That's what I do, bro.
What do you do?
I sing, and I sing my heart out.
You got any tracks
out? Your heart out. What do you mean by you sing your heart out?
As in, I sing. I express myself through music.
You got any tracks out?
I express myself through music, and I also tell stories through music.
Oh, you tell stories.
Storyteller. At the same time, I put myself in other people's shoes through music.
Oh, like story.
And I express. And I speak on behalf of many people, especially in love-related topics.
Okay, tell us a story then.
Where are you from, bro? Where are you from?
Originally, Uganda.
Okay.
I was born in Uganda, but I was raised in the UK. Yeah.
So tell us a story. So tell him a story. Tell the listeners a story.
There's many stories. I just have to pick one from a particular song.
Whatever you want to pick, bro.
Like in the Goon
As long as you don't swear on this program and you don't be rude, then you're good.
Like, what type of story? Story that I've said.
Tell us a story. Make a test your memory, your brain. Yeah, I'm gonna boggle your brain. Give us a story related to what's going on now.
Okay.
Out of your music. You mean from his music and that?
As in like what? Really?
Yeah.
What's going on now?
Yeah. You know what's going on now. So tell us a story in relation to what's going on now.
Come on.
As in like the situation we're facing right now.
Yeah, like even with the Floyd thing and in general, there must
as
be
a young black man doing music, as a Ugandan African man.
Yeah, but
we'll talk about that. In London, living in London in this day and age, 2020, coronavirus. You know what I mean?
No, it's not even the corona thing. Jay, it's like the life. You see, like what's going on, and some of our people are getting killed unnecessarily, and the struggle what we've been going through, which we're gonna not go through much longer, because we're gonna come out of it victorious.
As in, you want me to sing about that?
No, just tell me a story about it. You must have
what you want to do. Just
you must have
whatever you feel free to do right this minute.
Because it's not a story. Because you guys, it's not something you guys don't know. You already know it, so it's not a surprise. But
we don't. It might not be a surprise to us.
I can talk about it. I can talk about it. I mean,
it might be to the viewers.
I can speak about it. I mean,
well, go ahead and do your thing, bro.
I mean, I'm affected by it, though. I feel as though it's coming to an end. I feel like there's a light at the end of every tunnel.
Yeah, but do you have a bar? Do you have any lyrics about that kind of life?
Lyrics to that situation now.
Bless is putting you on point right now, bro. He's putting you on blast. You have to drop a nice something. You need to give the viewers something, bro.
Jay, put it this way.
Innit, Bless? Bless, it has to, innit?
I'm not a freestyler, Bless.
No, you don't have to be a freestyler. Something that you've wrote.
I'm not a freestyler.
Something that you've wrote, bro. Something you must have written something about things on the street and how things are going and how you want
this
to be
particular thing that I've not written about it. No. I haven't written about this particular topic. No.
So what can you do that Blesses asks you to kind of drop?
Give us something that you feel would make sense right now. Just give us anything.
No, but the thing that I got right now, there's not much English in it. That's the.
Are you afraid to put it up? Listen, for the listeners,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Messaging, phone in, and make Joe Gaya drop us something hot, because he's got a lot of things that are hot in the pipeline, but he's trying to hold back.
I ain't even trying to hold
Bless back. Is trying to hold back on us, He's trying to hold back on us. You don't want to release it to the Bless listeners.
Bless just wants me to go all out and just start dropping bars.
I don't, man. No, don't worry about it.
No, I want to talk.
You just want to talk, then.
I actually want to talk about the situation.
We could talk about the situation. Don't worry about Limz. Limz has got
But you got some tunes for us, though, yeah?
I got music, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the type that sits down and compose.
Let's talk about the thing.
I don't freestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you're already there to just.
I'm a meditator. I meditate and I make and I create something. Yeah.
So you rather fall back. So you wanna. That's another thing with rapping. Like with rapping and stuff.
No, you gotta be spot on. With rapping, you have to be ready for those. With rapping.
What would you classify yourself as, a rapper or a singer?
I'm both.
You're both.
I'm both.
So you can sing. So why can't you give us a little hit there?
You never asked for me to do a tune, though.
Bless just asked you to do it. Bless just asked you to do it.
I thought you wanted me to tell a story, as in like just to tell a story, All right,
Bless just there, yeah.
Yeah, no, you saying you do stories, so I said give us something that you've written or a lyric or something.
I want something, bro.
Cool.
Something
anything, man. As long as you got something, for the listeners, so then they can be like, oh no, I want to buy his album, because they don't know, but some of them might not. But this guy here, he's I don't like to say MF, so I say this mother lover here. He's basically. He's got so many tracks that are just proper, that are out, they've been out, and he took his time out. For those that don't know, you know what I mean? He's from Uganda, he's done a lot of big things, major things. I mean, and he's continuously been doing it in the UK, connecting with that. Right now, he's all over your TVs in East Africa and YouTube and His tunes got how many hits now?
But it keeps growing, man.
Yeah, but how many you got now for today when you woke up?
I didn't check. I haven't been checking.
He didn't check.
I want it to surprise me.
Yeah, but I don't even know. I need to check it out myself. I'm joking. No, for real.
I'm just a hard worker. I promote.
Do you know what it is? I even caught him like on a day where it's a good day because I'm lucky to even get him coming straight from the video shoot. We're going through Corona. These are the black men that are out there grinding and continuously working and promoting themselves. But you know what? We're gonna give you a tune. And you know what? Like Joe Gaya, you introduced the track, man.
This one's called Forever.
Forever
is a song based on loyalty. Assuring your loved one, assuring your partner that regardless of what storms may hit you, the unpredicted storms, you're ready to stand by her no matter what. It's like an assurance kind of message. Yeah, because many girls are paranoid when they many women are paranoid when they have a gentleman, a good-looking gentleman. They get power.
So you think you're good looking?
I mean, like
I'm joking.
I mean, I'm happy how God created me. I'm happy. I'm thankful. I'm happy with what God made. That's it. Regardless, if God made me anyhow, I'll be proud of how God made me. And I believe everybody's attractive to somebody. You know
that's a strong saying. That's it. Come play us the tune. Let's hear this. This is Forever from Joe Gaya, people. You know what I mean? Forever Joe Gaya. JoeGaya.
Read over. Oh yeah. Girl, I wanna let you know. Back there won't cool. Now back there won't cool. That's why I can never let you go. When Kusarabo, one palm, Uncle Banga, you don't know what I'm made now. Be where I'm going. Yeah, I wanna let you.
Listen, and this is all coming in Luganda and English.
My treasure forever, I admire. My treasure forever. You're an angel sent from above. With your loving, I can never get enough. Yeah, I wanna shower you with love. Yeah, shower you with love. Baby, God, you are forever, never. Send you all,
Forever.
Send you all, forever, never.
Joe Gaya. Listen, that was Joe Gaya. That's a tune that you can get. Joe, how can they access that track there?
They can access that track on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And other download websites that on Google. Just put Forever by 3 Nova or Joe Gaya, you'll find it.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Bless, what do you think of the track?
I couldn't get it to be louder than that, but I hope it went through alright. But yeah, that's Forever.
Don't worry about that. It's alright, man. Bless, you there, yeah?
Yeah, man. Go on, chew, man.
Yeah, man. What do you think about that one there, man? Like Forever. What do you think about even that, the relationship situation? We can touch on that as well. Like, I want to ask Joe a question. Like, Joe, what makes you... So what, like, you see when it comes to you writing music, do you write it, is it based on like your, like, your experiences, or do you just write it just like, you're just trying to please the crowd kind of thing?
I speak to a lot of people. So a lot of my friends, sometimes based on a friend's story. Sometimes it's based on a friend's story. As someone who advises, I'm not a counselor or nothing, but I kind of behave like one, because I'm always, people call at me to ask for advice and now they tell me their situations. So sometimes I put myself in people's shoes, And
but that's a good thing though, right?
And I feel their pain, So because of that, sometimes I like to express the situation through a song. When a beat plays, sometimes I just want to zone out and I start to meditate on that person's situation, what they're going through, what they've been through. Sometimes this could be stories given to me by particular people in my life, like my elders, my sisters, my cousins, my good friends, disappointments that they go through sometimes in their relationships, whatever. So I'm not trying to say I'm a relationship doctor or anything, but I guess the solutions that I have for situations, I like to put them through music, or I like to also make people feel better through music, because love is a good topic. Love is something that heals. It's without love life would be boring. Love is what keeps us going. I feel like love is something special. It's important.
Do you agree with that, Bless? Like, love is like, it's
everything.
Look, I'd answer that if I put my opinion on that. My opinion of love is that love is everything, yes, but I think that we, our true essence, to our nucleus, the core of our being, is love. That is I think that's the first core of our being, and then everything else is added on top of that. You know what I mean? So some people could say they're a guiding spirit, they could say they're ancestors, they can say that they're this and that, but if the further back you go, even before you was a human being, you must probably be in the spirit of love. Some of us anyway, not all of us, but most of us. So that's what I think we are. Our true essence, our true being of what we really are is love expressing itself. But sometimes we get caught up in a world where we change and adapt to fit in, or to please people, or to make money, or to survive. And when we change and adapt, we kind of water down that essence of what we really are. But if we was in a place where we had everything we wanted, everything we need, didn't have to worry about nothing, don't think we would left to do is just love people.
It's true.
So that's what we really are.
It's very true.
That's what we really are.
I want you guys to understand also that I want you guys to understand that there is songs people do to fit in.
Yeah.
There are people do to fit in and to just have that track, just so people can notice them, But I've noticed that when you do something and your heart is not in it, you can't do it for long because your heart is not in it.
That's why I have to big up Bless, because I see where you're coming from. Bless, I have to big you up. I always do it every week, but he touched on a topic where I end up always bigging you up, and you're getting the hang of this, and I know you're getting a bit gassed. For those who don't know, getting a bit, come on, trust me, but he needs it, you know what I mean, the appreciation. And at the same time, it's like, I even want to ask you, because I think, like, you see what you're saying, Joe, like, Bless, quote me if I'm wrong, right, but with you, like, you see while you've been doing the radio show 25 years and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's a long time. So it's like, is that what Joe's kind of meaning? Like, in order for you to love the craft that you're doing, in order for you to keep last. Doing it, for it to last, yeah.
There have to be a genuine wanting to do it. There have to be a genuine passion. So, like, if there's a difference between doing something when your heart is in it and doing something to please people. Yeah. When you do something to please people just let there's nothing that can satisfy people. People can never be satisfied. It's hard to satisfy something they call a human being. So even if he was trying to please people, and let me take it to the music side. Yeah. I know you was
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Let's take it to the music side. I don't think you can please people for long. And even if you do manage to please people, I don't think you can please people for long. Because human beings just can't get enough. You know what I mean? You can't. So to a certain degree, if your aim is just to please people, then you're
doing it wrong.
Your time in that, your duration in that, definitely is questionable. Like, I don't think it would last long. So in what I'm doing, the music that I'm doing, there have to be a genuine, like, I feel it, I'm expressing it, I express it in a way whereby even myself, I can listen to it. Even myself, I can hear the song and I can be like, I'm proud, I love it. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's connecting to me. Like, I'm expressing something that's on my chest. that's why I don't just sing anything. Like even when I work with writers, I don't just sing anything. I have to connect with something. I hear it and I'm like, can I connect with this? Can I relate with this? You know, can I work? Can I make this work? Can I express it? And I'll tell the writer, nah, this song don't work for me. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this one would do. You know.
So what advice would you give to the young black young artists coming up? You don't have to necessarily be black just because like George Floyd is happening. We've had this many years. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? We've had this continuously happening to black people. You know what I mean? And ethnic people. Like, and I like people like you to come on the show and give the young people some advice. Like, what advice would you give them in terms of like how to move forward in life and how to, your next steps? What kept you going?
What kept me going is honoring the few people who showed me love, honoring the few people who have been a blessing to my life, because most of our suffering is a result of somebody or people we're not honoring. Honor the few people in your lives. It may not be a mom, it may not be a dad, it could be a good friend of yours who could be trying to inspire you or encourage you or uplift you, keep you going, because it's like a God-given family at the end of the day. Just respect that family, appreciate them, and like don't let as long as there is positive, they're good, they're positive, may they allow them to win over the negative influence. Like, let them stay safe there, because if you let the wrong influences come in your life, they'll interfere with they'll sidetrack you, they'll interfere with your destiny, with what you could be, with your potential. Because just hanging out, just talking to the right people, they're getting the right network, connecting with the right people, communicating with the right minds, it actually sparks your brain as well, and it helps you become your greater version. It helps you become your better self. And I also advise any youngsters out there never to be afraid to work with people that's better than them. Never to feel.
What do you mean by that?
People that's better than. If someone's better than me in something, I would work with them. If someone's richer than someone who's doing well for themselves, someone who's already doing well.
No hate.
Work with them. Don't hate them. Work with them. Work with them. Don't
expand, innit?
Yeah, don't feel a certain way. Feel inspired instead, and work with them. Do you know what I mean?
100%. No, I get that 100%.
When I talked about the influence thing, it's because in the UK, there's so many influences. It's very easy to come off track, just because of letting the wrong influence win over you. It's so easy to come off track. Like, I grew up in Tottenham.
Not just UK. I grew up in the world. We got YouTube now, innit?
Not just in UK, all over the world. But I'm speaking, because I'm advising I'm advising youths worldwide. But I'm speaking from where I know, where I grew up. So in UK, I realized that there were so many influences growing up. I could have easily chose to be one of those wrong influences. I could have easily come off track several times. But because I had a particular Christian friend, I'm just giving an example. It doesn't specifically have to be a Christian friend. It can be a Muslim friend. Religion has nothing to do with it. It can be someone who it could be a friend of yours who is positive, someone who's in the right lane. Don't connect with that person. If they can trigger good thoughts, productive thoughts in your mind, and you stimulate your mind to make you become better than you are, work with them. Give them a chance. Work with people who you see they're doing something with their lives. Don't push them away. Work with them, because there's
be open-minded, but at the same time, like, obviously, while you're open-minded, you got I don't know, for you, did you feel like while being open-minded in regards to everyone that you're working with in the industry, because the industry, like, it applies a lot of different like categories, and the music industry, a lot of different people, like, is that like kind of an influence to why like you're doing the kind of music? Because you do Ugandan music. For those that don't listen, we're talking to Joe Gaya, you know what I mean? Joe Gaya music, check him out. Gumpe, latest tune right now, Gumpe. Gumpe.
What makes it Ugandan music?
No, what I'm trying to say is what influenced you for you to stick to strictly Ugandan music, or rather than just, because you grew up in England, London, Tottenham, like you mentioned earlier. So what influenced you to stick to like just doing that kind of topic rather than you just doing strictly UK rap, like R&B?
It goes back to what Bless said about there's this thing about people doing something just to fit in. If I just wanted to fit in, I could have just done MCing. I could have just done grime. I could have just done.
Yeah, you grew up in that era, innit?
Exactly. So if we're talking about just doing something to fit in, I could have just done the music that surrounds me, because why would I skip the music that surrounds me if it's easier to promote where I'm based?
So what was your influence?
You understand? Why would I jump the music that's next to me? You got grime, UK grime, you got rap, you got UK genres. Why would I skip those? Yeah, to do yet that's the culture that's more closer to me. That's more likely to I'm more likely to find easier promoting my music too. Well, I did that because the style that I did came from within. First of all, I realized not many youngsters in my community were out there trying to rep their country proudly, speaking their mother tongue.
Yeah, we didn't have many in London alone.
I spotted that, I noticed that, and I knew.
Big up the twins though. The twins were doing it from early,
And I knew
from Uganda.
And I knew
twins.
it's a tricky decision, because the friends that were used to me, not the friends that were not used to that kind of me. I knew not all of them are going to endorse me. I knew not all of them are going to be proud of me. Some of them may disconnect themselves from me because they're not used to that. The fact that I chose to stand out to do something that some of them may find embarrassing. That, what's this guy doing, man? You know what I mean? But it's because it came from within. It came from deep. Remember, I come from a musical family.
You haven't mentioned that about.
I come from a music family. I come from a band family.
So your family were a part of the music.
So growing up in that family, besides the outside influences, the outside UK, London culture, when I'm at home, I had an African culture, where a music culture where they sing different languages from Africa. And growing up around that, I had like a balance of that and what's outside. So I got to a point whereby I actually started to appreciate that culture. I appreciate African culture. I appreciate my roots, period. And I don't feel any shame singing my mother tongue, because I believe it's something that, like, imagine nowadays it's very difficult to get your children to learn your own language. Yeah. It's very tough.
Very hard, because a lot of them can't even speak it, and they're from the country.
And you can't force them to. Do you understand?
Yeah, they need to have that.
And being in the UK, it's so easy to come off track and so easy to forget our roots. Yeah. If singing in my language keeps me there, I don't mind. And also that's one of the reasons why I decided to so that's one of the reasons why I decided to kind of stick to singing
to Ugandan.
Yeah. And also because I went back home.
Yeah, that's what I was just about
to mention. The third reason, I went back home. I went back home several times, and I loved this scene, I loved it. Like,
you actually went away, like, let the viewers know. You actually went away for like a year. Bless, Joe actually took a year out from this country to go back home. A whole year, bro.
And that was just to do research.
What made you even think to just, like, you know what?
Because it's risky. Yeah, I decided to take the risk because many UK citizens, when they go to Uganda or Africa, they go for a month, and holiday money is finished. They run back. I decided to just let it be. Go through it, see the hard life. Because
I remember quite a bit at that time. I had quite a lot of people contacting me, you know what I mean? Asking me consistently, where's Joe? Where's Joe? I haven't heard from Joe. I haven't seen Joe. What's going on with Joe? You know what I mean? And I was just thinking, like, even I was thinking at times, what happened to Joe? Like, Joe? Because you went quiet on me for a little minute, didn't you? And I was just thinking, because this guy actually switched off his phone, guys. Bless, he went back home, yeah? Are you listening, Bless? He went back home. He's locked off everybody. And he actually just went to just do his thing. And like that's a big thing for someone to do. And I'll ask you, like, what prompted you to kind of think about doing something like that? You know what I mean? And how, like, the you know, the strength, the inner strength that you had to do that. And that.
First of all, when you step out of London, yeah, you realize that the world is actually bigger than London, you know. You realize the world is actually bigger than London. You know? And you realize that there's so much more out there.
Yeah.
There's so much more out there. There's so much about us that we even haven't discovered yet. There's so much. Different environments help you discover something different about yourself. Yeah? When I was in Uganda, I realized that, you know what? I need this time to myself. To meditate, not in a bad way, not I wasn't not trying to be bad mind, you know. I love my people. I'm a people person. I love people. Yeah.
No, you are coming. You love me, innit?
I love
no
people.
Homo. Period. No homo, guys.
I love people.
I'm joking, going. Yeah, no, it's true. But you have to, though, innit? For what you do as well, the industry that you do, you have to make sure that you know, that you have to keep that. It's a respect thing, kind of thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like, but so what would you say in terms of, like, how did you feel when you got out? Like the feeling within you, you know, like how did you feel when you came back, like, to the UK? Like,
when I came back to the UK, I was happy because I was free from the prison. You know,
you were in prison?
I was free from the jail.
I'm joking.
Self jail.
Yeah,
I put myself in that.
Oh, that's a big word.
It's like a punishment.
That's a big word. You said self-jail, you know.
It's like I'm
gonna save that.
I put myself away. Yeah, it's not punishment or nothing, but it's like, you know. Let me give you an example. Back in the day before I came to London, yeah, I'm gonna give you an example why I was excited to come back to London. Let me give you an example.
Cause you grew up here, don't you?
Yeah. Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Before I came to UK, yeah. I came here at the age of 8, but before I came to UK, I used to attend a boarding school. When I was at home, I missed the boarding school, and I would want to go boarding school. But when I'm in the boarding school, I missed home, and then I would want to go home. So when you go home, you're excited, 50, but then after some time, you start missing your friends from school, and then you want to go to school. Yeah. So it's like after you've too much of anything is not good. Yeah. So the time
that's an important saying. You know?
Too much of anything is not good. So even though I was on a healing mission, I was on a reflecting mission to know myself, to identity mission as well. Was also identity. After all of that, of course, I'm going back to London. I'm gonna miss the town. I'm gonna miss every, you know. To me,
you're gonna miss the bus. Like
London becomes special to me.
You don't even get the bus. You like to drive, but that one day you're back. You're jumping
you
on
feel
the bus.
happy. Like normal, simple things that people aren't excited about. Yeah. Simple things that people are not excited about.
Yeah,
you bring you excitement. You're like, wow, yeah, come. This is the road, isn't it? Yeah, this road is
pavement. You're seeing pavement. You know, back home, you're seeing no pavement. The pavement is only on the Queen's Road in Uganda. The Queen, for those that know, is the road where the Queen, it leads to the Queen Tower, the King, yeah? Whatever, those are the only pavements that we have. No, the British Queen, yeah? The Queen's Tower, yeah? Whatnot. Like, we have no pavements back home. Like, it's all, you know, and I know what you mean.
We have pavements. Limz, when was the last time you was in Uganda?
20 years ago. No, I'm joking. No, I went 4 years ago, man. No, I'm joking. I'm just basically busting a joke, innit? Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, now we do have like it's improved a lot over the years.
Yeah.
Even that, you growing up from Uganda, like, how do you feel it impacts you in what you do, and like you living here, and how, like, you know, like Black Lives Matter? How do you feel as a young black man?
Personally, I thank God. I really thank God for giving me the opportunity. I call it an opportunity now, though then I didn't see it as one. I thank God for the opportunity of having a background or foundation back home. Yeah, a foundation background. However little the foundation is, it was only 8 years, but it impacted my life big time. I mean, it's who I am. You know, it's who I am. After all, that's sometimes the decisions we make. Sometimes the decisions we make are influenced by a bit of the upbringing we had. You know, so there's times where I've went through this UK culture, and I could have conformed to the society, and perhaps followed certain friends of mine who were behaving a certain way. Yeah, but I didn't conform to that society simply because of the way I was brought up back home. Because of what I remember. Sometimes I work hard. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I want to go work. I want to work hard. I want to get something good. I want to do something good because of the struggle I remember Mom going through when I was in Africa. Yeah. So these memories sometimes make me realize I deserve better, and my family deserve better, and I could do better, and God brought me here for a reason, for a purpose. You know, sometimes I express all of that through my music, all these emotions that you hear through the music. Yeah. Sometimes it runs deep. It comes from way back. So definitely I thank God for that introduction to life. That introduction is priceless. Though when you're young, you look at it like, oh God, this is a punishment. Hey man, you know, at that time, the same way when you have strict parents. When you have strict parents, when you're young, you think they're bad. You think they're bullying you, you know. But when you get older, you realize, right, thank God I had that, you know. If I never got licks, I would be getting away with everything I wanted when I was young.
No, straight up. Yeah, straight up.
Like, speaking of that, there's certain things I got away with that I'm not proud of, with the UK culture. Like following certain crews and stuff like that, just because
gangs and stuff.
Yeah, just because my parents decided to let go for a bit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Just because my parents decided to what?
Let go
for a bit.
And then but they're giving you that space for you.
No.
You know,
that time I was really young.
That's it. That's to explore yourself.
I was like 14. But because the parents let go a little bit, so I had to be my own mind. So then I went out in the open and made my own decisions that are not so wise. You understand? So all in all, I'm grateful for that upbringing, because I understand not everybody got that. That's why we can't even judge people. We can't judge nobody, because not everybody got that upbringing.
Only God can judge. Sorry, that's from my point. Not everybody believes in God, but
some people raise themselves up, Limz. Some people were raised up, but some people were raised by a brother, a sister. Some people were raised by an auntie. Some people were raised by a grandma. Some people were raised by a friend. So not everybody comes from a strict
mentally, not just physically. Mentally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the important thing that a lot of people seem to forget. It's all about your mental health.
Yeah.
And you know what? Big up Mental Health UK for the Constant Mind UK. A lot of mental health charities like that, they'll continue to, you know what I mean, do what they do to help young people on the streets, get them off the streets. Like you guys, everybody that wants to, you know, like you have an opinion, as I said, you can phone in or you can text in 079 444 31366. That's 079 444 31366. Bless Radio, you're tuning into it, and you know what I mean, we got special guest Joe Gaya, Bless on the other line. He's gonna be quiet for a bit. I think he's eating some chicken and rice and that. You know what I mean? Like, Bless, I hope you're still there, you know. Don't be gonna sleep on us now. But yeah, nah, Joe, you also,
I know we've been talking about Ugandan music, but realistically speaking, the only thing that makes it Ugandan music is the language. Besides the language, if you do a good beat, if you do a beat that's that's international, if you do a beat that's global, people are still gonna vibe to you. Today, me and my friend were discussing.
But it might just be strictly. But don't like. What I want to ask you is as well. Don't that feel like you're just putting yourself in a category and you're limiting yourself?
It does feel like that.
You know,
it does.
Don't you want to expand?
I do want to expand, and it does feel like I'm putting myself in a category. And indeed, trust me, I'm working on stepping out of that. But it's just that I've said this before. The Ugandan culture is different from the West Africans. The West Africans have pidgin English.
Uganda is in East Africa.
They have pidgin English. Yeah. Pidgin English.
Let them know the Uganda is in East Africa, guys, and he's a Ugandan East African artist. He can speak Swahili as well, you know. But yeah, carry on. It's different.
The West Africans have a transparent language. You know what I mean? It's a bit of English, you know. So it's like even if they sing it, they still reach their people, and they still reach people who don't understand. People who can speak English will still hear that pidgin English, though they got funny accents. But you still get what they're trying to say. You still get the song, the topic, what they're singing about. But the thing with East Africa, some of these languages they're not transparent. It's either you're singing this or that. You can't mix unless you blend.
Wait, explain that. What do you mean?
It's either you're singing Luganda. If I speak Luganda to you right now, you would not. A person that don't understand it won't understand nothing.
Yeah.
You understand? Won't understand nothing. But if someone sings...
But Bless don't understand...
But some people sing some Nigerian songs to you.
Yeah.
Nigerian songs to you. Some people understand it even if they're not Nigerian. Because pidgin English is English. But it's pidgin English. It's
Patois.
It's like Patois. You understand? Which we don't have in East Africa. So in East Africa we have full-blown African tough Swahili. Full-blown tough Luganda. Whereby if you sing English here, the person listening here, or an English listener, a person who understands English, they will love it, they will appreciate it. But you take it deep back home, you get people who saying it's too much English, I can't understand.
Yeah. So it's too like much, that division, innit?
So there's that division.
How do you like manage to, you know what I mean, get that?
It's through doing one thing at a time. Because if you hear the music, I do try to mix it up. A bit of Luganda. I try to mix up with a bit of Luganda, English, and a little bit of Swahili. That's just to spice it up a little bit. Not to make it too much Luganda. But when I play it here, to a person that like listen to English songs, they're still gonna see like, oh, come on, man, this must be more English. But because I know, I don't want to say that my only target is Uganda because I'll be lying to myself. However, it is my start. It's been my
well, didn't it?
However, it's just been my starting point. It's just been a starting point. But I do intend to reach out to other crowds as well.
How long?
Situation of because of the situation of coming from a country where the language is not like English, it's not international, and I want to reach them out. I want to reach out to them too, because I mean they're my people. You know, I can't abandon them. I can't abandon them. They're my people. You know, but at the same time, I want to expand. I want to do more. I want to do bigger, and I guess I'm in the process of doing that. You know, though a person that hears my song now, they'll be like, "Why doesn't Joe do this? Why does Joe? Why is he limiting himself?"
Yeah,
you know? He grew up in
because you grew up in England and London, so a lot of people will think that. So, like, do you feel like you see in terms of the? Sorry, bless me. But in terms of the Ugandan industry, right? How many? How do you feel like the transparent of like? How do you feel like the Ugandan people that live in England, the Ugandan artists, like, do you feel like they got a better way, or a quicker way of breaking into the industry worldwide? Because like in England and the world, like, than the ones that live in Uganda. Because to me, in a way, I'll answer that, and I'll ask you a question and I'll answer it myself by accident, and I'm doing that right now sometimes. But it's like, at the end of the day, you know, when you got people like Wizkid, and you got people like Davido, like these people don't even live in England or whatever, but they've managed to like blow like in the world. How do you think you living in England is a better advantage than someone like growing up in Uganda?
Living in
or not?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe living in England, we have a lot of advantages. We have a lot of more international opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more global opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
The opportunity to work with the globe. People from different cultures. And also we have more of an advantageous position because we're in a multicultural society, so we adapt something from every community, like from the Nigerian, Ugandan, Kenyan, Spanish, whatever, American people that are here. Yeah.
So you feel like even though we're a small country, we can reach out to a wider audience,
meaning that
the world basically.
I have more of an advantage where I am because I'm learning. Like, I'm not just in Uganda. A person that's in Uganda is adapting from just Ugandans. Yeah, but I'm adapting from many cultures because I'm in a multicultural society. Being in UK, being from UK, being a Ugandan from UK, I'm more likely to be more creative. I'm more likely to have a menu. I'm more likely to be more creative, okay? Because of the different people next to me, the Jamaicans next to me, the people from.
You're growing up with a variety of ethnicities,
ethnicities. So it's like it can influence me as well.
It will influence you whether you like it or not. Listen to how I speak. Most people will not even believe that I grew up, like I lived in Uganda for years, you know what I mean? They end up telling me that you sound British, and I'm like, what do you mean I sound British? I'm still Ugandan, but they're like, you sound British though, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I get what you're coming from.
Yeah, so in terms of having more advantages, yes, I think we do have more advantages, but is it manifesting in terms of success? Is it manifesting in terms of establishment? Not as it should. Not as faster or as quick as the West Africans, as it's working for the West Africans, but it's on the verge. It's shifting. There's a time for everything, and there is phases for everything, and I'm glad to be a part of the phases that are.
No, you truly are. You're gonna play us a track after, you know what I mean? In a minute, you know what I mean? You're gonna play us a track in a minute about
that are kind of like putting a bridge there between. I'm putting the bridge there between UK and Uganda because before there was a gap.
That's it.
Before there was a gap, there was literally.
So you feel like there was a gap between the Ugandan.
Again, to answer the other question you asked me, why am I doing Ugandan music, singing Luganda when I'm from London, UK? Because
not why. Why? It's like what influenced me to do it.
But one of the reasons also is because nobody was doing it. And the reason why nobody was doing it, and because nobody was doing it, there's been a gap between UK Ugandans and Ugandans back home. The industries have somehow separated. They were not together. So that's what I mean. That I'm glad, or I'm humbled to be one of the faces that are trying to put the bridge there, whereby an artist that's from here will shine over there. Just like that, just how you see Nigerians. A Nigerian artist from UK will shine in Nigeria instantly, which we didn't have in our community. Our community had its own kind of.
But then there's a lot of Ugandan shows that happen. For those that don't know, you're listening to Bless Radio.
But on those shows,
you know what I mean?
They're always bringing artists.
Joe Gaya, you know what I mean? Limz Ali Show. You're here with Bless. Bless is on the other line. He's trying to sleep on us, but he's still awake. He's listening. But Joe Gaya, special guest. And at the same time, we're going deep with the subjects. You know what I mean? We still got a few more. We got a little minute left, man. We've got a good 40 minutes out here, people. So what you need to do is phone in, and make sure you phone in, guys. Like, do you know what I mean? On the 079 444 31366. That's 079 444 31366. Hope you got that one there, yeah? Don't get me wrong and put me in the wrong can't act like I'm giving you the wrong number and ting. But now you're listening to Limz Ali show, where like special guest Joe Gaya, UK sensation. He's gonna play you a tune real soon. You know what I mean? You see that I even got bars. I even got lyrics. You know what I mean? But now for real, man. No man. But now for real, man. You're with me and Bless, man. We're here, Bless Radio, for those that like wanna phone in, text in, and you know, like keep it rotating. Today's Joe Gaya's day, man. He's just talking about his lifestyle, and we're just getting to know what he's been through. You know what I mean? What made him, what pushed him to do what he wants to do and what he's doing right now, because he's doing a lot of big things. And you know what, you lot are listening to my sexy voice. You know, you can't see my face, even though I'm looking all fashioned out here. Imagine how you got fashioned out for the... Listen, that's one thing I want to touch on. Like, you know this coronavirus now, how's it affected you, bro?
Corona has affected me?
Like in terms of the music, you know, the lifestyle,
in terms of the music,
just everything, bro.
I don't go studio much.
Seriously,
I don't go studio. In terms of the music, I don't go studio. I don't perform. Though.
So he ain't got no albums coming out, people. Nah, I'm joking. I'm playing. Go on. How's it affected you,
bro? Anyway, though sometimes when you're in a situation, yeah, and you don't have alternatives, when you don't have options, you're forced to be creative. You're forced to be creative.
Forced to, yeah.
So now we did a live concert. It's gonna be a live
what, you done a live concert?
Quarantine
today?
Concert a few days ago.
Okay, come on, tell the viewers, what did that consist of, bro?
I gathered with other UK based artists, and we
Ugandan or mixed and stuff.
Ugandan, of course, Ugandan, because they're
Uganda's in East Africa, people. For those that don't
I gathered with a few of them, and we decided to do something different, you know. And it should be out soon. It's something that has been going on actually. It's not just us that did it. Even some variety of artists have been going live. You know how DJs have been going live in their room, just doing something,
doing their little dances. So and we should be right now. We should be on Zoom. I'm so sorry, people. We're not on Zoom. We're not doing none of this. But you know what? We're on Skype. So you guys learn how to Skype, and you guys all learn how to, you know, YouTube.
Yeah. So that's
and you know, and stuff like that. So what? So how was the concert? What did the concert consist of?
We're performing. We just literally just singing different tracks. Everybody, like, with 3 artists. Wait, 3 artists, yeah.
Big up the artists now. Come on.
AVM. Look out for AVM. You can search it out on social media. And there's Cleo, artist Cleo. She's on social media.
Big up Cleo.
YouTube, you can find her. You can find her on Insta.
Everything. Clear artist.
Yeah, I'm there. We killed it, man. We did our thing. Yeah.
You lot didn't shout me.
It was like a show.
You didn't shout me.
It's like a show. You was invited.
I would have hosted, bro.
You was invited, bro.
The thing.
Bless Radio.
You see that, Bless Radio?
Bless Radio was invited.
Bless, they didn't even hit us up, you know. You didn't even hit me up.
It's Blessed there.
It's there, man. It's chilling, man. But I'm telling you, man. Come on. How you gonna tell me that you done the whole thing and you didn't even invite me,
bro? It was a surprise concert.
Surprise concert.
Yeah, it was a surprise concert because it's gonna go live.
Why did you do it as a surprise concert? What made you make you do it as a surprise concert?
Because as UK artists coming up or who have been there, we haven't got the endorsement that we kind of deserve yet in our community.
That's another one. I need to say something about that. Go on.
Yeah. So there's so many things that people wouldn't have expected us to do. First of all, the unity part is the beginning, because we never used to unite. Everybody used to do their own thing. But it's just now that we're uniting, and you know, so that's already a step. And thinking out of the box, like doing things out of the box, like something like that. Nobody expected it. So it was more like a surprise, like in a positive way, just for people, something to kind of to excite people, you know,
bring people together. Obviously, a horrid time right now that we're going through. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Big up everyone staying home as well that done the claps today, because you know what, that was important. But I don't even know if the claps are on still. apparently there was supposed to be claps for the black people
today.
For George Floyd. So, you know what? I'll do special claps myself. Like, come on, it will happen. I don't need to do no claps. I just have it in my memory. Do you know what I mean? But for people that done it, thank you. Big you guys up. Do you know what I mean? Keep supporting the movement. Thank you for everyone that's listening to like the station right now. Blessed Radio. Like I said, with Joe Gaya, we're blessed. He's just basically blessed. He's sleeping right now on us. And you know what I mean? And then you got me, Limz Ali's the Limz Ali Show. And we're just talking to Joe Gaya, you get me? So we're gonna need a track. In a minute, we're gonna need a track, don't we? Because you know what? This guy, yeah, he's been doing so much music, guys, yeah? Like, that you lot don't even know. Like, these guys are doing live 1,000 and hits of views. You know what I mean? And they're doing amazing things. So it's like, what I'm about to do right now is play you a track. You get me? From Joe Gaya himself. Joe, explain the track. What's the tune about?
This track now is going a bit explicit. This track is a bit explicit. It's called Your Body. Yeah, it's just, you know, saying how you admire
your body. Why do Africans always say your body? They end up sounding like the American. You ain't American, man. You Ugandan and English.
First and foremost.
Your body, your body. What
did.
about your body, man? I ain't talking about your body, man. We talking about my body, man. We talking about my body. Respect my body, man. But nah, definitely not. Go on.
First of all, my brother, if you check my background, I have a lot of theatre background, acting background. So time to time, I like to step into different characters. Hence why
we need to hit on that.
Hence why sometimes I go fresh, and sometimes I go Afro fresh, and sometimes I go British, and then I go American. Soon I may go Indian as well.
Multicultural, man. He's multicultural.
Yeah, multicultural.
Is that how they say it? Multicultural, man. He's multicultural. Man, I'm British, I'm English, and I'm just
this song is called Your Body. Your Body.
And, you know?
Black Africa. Your Body. I did it with Clinton Elvis.
Your Body.
But it's not really out yet.
It's not really out, but it's coming out, though.
Yeah, I'm just sampling it.
So you guys save this one there. Your Body. Joe Gaya. Your Body. We got you, B. We got you.
I'm feeling the way you're moving your body, your body, baby. Feeling the way you're moving your body, your body. Feel your body, feel your body, feel your body.
Come on.
Your body. I'm feeling your waistline, girl, I wanna take time, baby, don't you dare time. Pretty on the Insta. Anti-Kubango, still you make me wonder. But when I look around, I don't see no other. I think your mama, cause she made you the queen that you are. Since I got left to the movie, baby girl, I call it everything, girl, you're everywhere I wanna be. Sichiwani, girl, you know this already. Since I got left to the movie,
trust me.
Everything, girl, you're everywhere I wanna be. Sichiwani, girl, you know this already. I'm feeling the way you're moving your body, baby. I'm feeling the way you're moving your body, girl. Feel your body.
I think we need a reload. Come on, guys. You don't need to, you get me, texting, phoning, you know the phone line. Joe Gaya is here in the studio. The studio we like to call, not the studio. No, we're quarantining out here, dude. But for real, man, people, listen to this. This is Joe Gaya, you get me? Your body.
Your body. You know, feel your body. You know, feel your body. Your body, your body. Feeling your waistline, feeling your waistline. Girl, I wanna take time, take time. Baby, don't you dare time, take time. I want to break it up on the Insta. Sunshine, baby. Don't be so shit. Inquata, lady. Antico bang, if you make me wanna. But when I look down, I don't see no harder. I think your mama, cause she made you the queen that you are. Sinjagala, fetch movie. Baby girl, sinjagala, chocolate. Everything, girl, you're everywhere I wanna be. Sichiwani, girl, you know this already. Sinjagala, fetch movie. Baby girl, sinjagala, chocolate. Everything, girl, you're everywhere I wanna be. Sichiwani, girl, you know this already.
Come on. Joe Gaya. Yeah. Body. Mix up the Ugandan with the, you know, the British language. Mix it up, mix it up. On you did that, baby. Your body well, your body well. Your mama put you well. Nobody just call her Mupano. I just can't get enough. Not enough. Baby girl, everything, you're everywhere. Listen, this is getting too hot for the viewers. Bro. Are you guys ready for Joe Gaya? Everywhere I wanna be. Worldwide, people, worldwide. Joe Gaya music. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Nah, for real, guys, come on, you gotta check it out, definitely. That's Joe Gaya music, guys. You gotta let him know. You gotta let him know. Joe, you have to let them know. You have to let them know how to find you. This is not, you know what I mean?
Yes. If you want to find Joe Gaya music and you love what you hear and you love that conversation, alright, enough with the American accent. If you loved our conversation, if you loved it and you love the vibes, yeah, feel free to check me out on all socials, everywhere, Facebook, Twitter.
But what can they find you on?
Joe
What's the
Gaya.
name, bro? What
Joe
is the
Gaya.
name?
Joe Gaya, Joe space Gaya. On Instagram, Joe Gaya _music. Instagram, Joe Gaya _music. All those songs are on iTunes. If you put Joe Gaya on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, you'll find me. I'm there.
So for those that don't know what underscore is, it's that thing on the keyboard that is underscore.
That's for Instagram.
I'm
Joe
joking.
Gaya _music.
So Instagram strictly Joe Gaya _music.
Yeah.
Strictly,
bro.
I got you. Nah, definitely, man. Nah, man. Like, you know what? It's been a good show, man. Definitely. We're still live. We're still here. We ain't going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? We're still alright for now, but at the same time, for those that are listening, like, no, definitely, like, at the same time, like I said, you can message in, phone in. You know what I mean? You know the number already. So how do you feel like with this whole, like, let's get to the real point of things. We have to big up Bless for giving us the opportunity, you know what I mean?
For real.
Because,
always, man. Bless, enough love, my brother. We give you thanks for giving us the opportunity. Yeah, it's a pleasure, bro.
Defo, man. And it's just like, I just want to know, like, obviously in regards to, like, you for, you know, for, like, running this whole, like, doing what you're doing. What, like, you know, in terms of when you was a young kid, growing up in Tottenham, how did you feel like because you said you grew up in Tottenham. That's North London, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you feel? Did that have an influence on what you were gonna do? Like, obviously Uganda is different, but coming from Uganda to come to Tottenham is another thing. So it's just like you're going. In my eyes, for those that like, I'll say you're going from hood to hood. You know what I mean? Like you're going from hood to hood, bro. So like, how did you feel like that had an influence on you and your music?
Hood to hood, in terms of the street.
Like was you a part of
the
like
ghetto back home?
Yeah,
the ghetto back home.
The ghetto. How do you see the ghetto? But how do you compare it from the ghetto back home to the ghetto here? Because you seen both sides, isn't it?
It's the same thing. It's like, have you ever seen something? It's the same, yeah. It's the same, but the only thing that changes is the location.
Do you think so though?
Yeah.
But the colors change.
The what?
The colors of the people's faces. I mean, we're going through George Floyd, isn't it? Like you've seen it for yourself.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? So how do you feel like that influences everything? So are you even gonna use this subject? Not even the subject, but like the situation that's happening now. Did you go to the protests?
Which one? George Floyd.
Yeah. Did you hear about it?
No,
Did you go? Did you attend?
But I've just been invited to one. I think it's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday. Are you gonna attend?
I'm gonna attend. One of my boys wants to go, so I'll go with them. Because I believe.
He's only going because of his boy.
No, as in like he's invited me. I'm not gonna go by myself, man.
Oh, so what? You scared? Yeah, you think you're gonna get bumbussed by the police?
I'm gonna be there hours. I need someone I can interact with, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
you need someone knowledgeable about the situation.
Someone I can interact with. Could you go a place? Let's be as much as you believe in the cause. Would you go to a place where you're gonna be there by yourself for a long time?
Clearly, no.
Exactly. You need a friend of yours.
But do you know what? Do you think like you see the young people in this generation? The reason the young black people or ethnic people come across a bit lost is because they haven't gone back home and experienced where they come from and seen their roots. Or do you feel like it's just how we're just raised living here in the UK?
Ask that question again.
Right, so do you feel like you see the young people, ethnic people, like they're lost because they came to be lost? Like they're lost because they haven't been back home, or like is it like it's just what they're brought up on kind of thing?
There's many people. Everybody's life story is different. Yeah, like we talked about earlier. Some people's upbringing in their households is not the same. Some didn't.
So do you think? Sorry, that's it. So do you think it's important?
It's important
for them to go back home to see their roots.
Yeah, but even if they were to go back home, who are they gonna go?
Do you think that makes a difference?
Even if they were to go back home, who are they gonna go back home to? It depends. That's what I said. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's story is different. Once you understand that, the methods that work for one person may not be the methods for another. You know, for someone who has not been told about his culture, people who their parents have not taught them about the culture, they don't have that foundation, that information. It's hard for them to begin going back home. Who are they going to start with? Who are they going to begin with? What uncle do they know? So some people are different. Some people like that, it's usually when they get older, and then if they themselves independently, they make that decision to just go do their own search back home. That's different, because then you're prepared for that. You're ready for that, you know? Because you can't just tell someone on the street, oh, go back to Africa. Who's you going to go back home Africa to? Yeah?
Because truly enough, I had an Asian person tell me the other day, oh my God, you're from Uganda. Like, for those that don't know, I'm Ugandan, Rwanda, and Pakistani, innit? But I've had someone come to me the other day, and they've said to me like, oh, like, you like, the woman said to me she's Ugandan, but she was Asian minority. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Her skin tone was Asian.
Yeah. I just got a message.
Indian.
I got a message from a relative right now that my song is playing on TV in Uganda right now.
Yeah? No, that's good, man.
Yeah.
100. What tune is playing?
Gumpe.
Gunpei, come on.
Yeah.
Tell them, man. Tell them about Gunpei, man.
Yeah, I just got a message that my song is on TV right now.
Big up the Ugandan listeners, man.
Big up to the Ugandan listeners right now. Big up to everybody that's actually, even the promoters, back home. They're putting in work,
Come on, they're putting in work, bro. Through Corona, they're putting in work. Bless is putting in work for giving us this platform, bro.
Let me big him up whilst I'm voicing.
Big up Bless right now, bro. Bless Radio, 100%.
Yeah, big up Bless Radio for giving us the platform, first and foremost.
You know what I mean?
100%. And I just want to big up to my Ugandan promoters who are putting in the work,
Come on. Limz Ali Show.
Limz Ali Show.
Bless Radio.
Bless Radio for the opportunity. And I just want to big up my team. Yeah, I have a team. I have a strong team that are working day and night to make Joe Gaya exist,
You know what I mean?
They're the reason why people are singing Energy.
You know what I mean?
I just want to big up to Cool Cats. I want to big up to Alpha Promotions. I want to big up to Farhad Promoter, a nice radio presenter. I want to big up to my team, all the Joe Gaya diehards, Sasha, Mary, everybody else, Osman. I got too many people.
The whole team.
I can't say everybody because if I hope no one feels left out. But
no one needs to feel left. If the whole team, when he says the whole team, it means the whole.
I love my team. Love my team, guys. Yeah, I appreciate you, and I appreciate my UK promoters as well. They're doing a lot for me as well. I appreciate my manager in UK. She's doing a lot. She's doing hella stuff. Yeah.
Come on. Where can they check out the tune, man? For those that want to listen.
Gunpei is on iTunes. Gunpei is on Spotify.
Spell it for them.
Gumpe. Gumpe. Yeah, it's on by Joe Gaya. Find it on YouTube. Find it on everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Yeah. Ask Google.
Ask Siri.
Siri.
They don't do Google. They do Siri nowadays. You know what I mean? They do Siri nowadays. Bless, you dead now. Bless. Bless, you still blessed, yeah? Come now, we lost Bless for a little minute, guys. Just ain't trying to be blessed no more. Trying to be rude. Bless, you're not there. Bless, you're not blessed no more. Nah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Come on. Don't act up now. But no, for real. Like, literally, yeah, man. Now, we got Joe Guy in the studio. Like, he just done his big up. So, what made you even want to do music? Like, out of everything that you ever wanted to do in life, bro? What made you say, yeah, let me do this thing?
I felt something deep inside of me that I wanted to express musically. And I just felt like there's something there. Musically, I just felt like I belong. Music, first of all, gives me peace. It gives me peace. It takes me in another world. It makes me, it takes me away, trust me. And besides coming from a music family, of course, that's not the only reason. Besides coming from a music family, music creeped up on me. It creeped up on me as I was being a helper to my sister while she was doing her music. I was supporting her instead. I was supporting her, but through supporting her and pushing her music, it helped me realize that, you know what, there's something in me as well that I could do. And the passion just grew. It just grew over time. Also through other inspirations, like of artists who I've been listening to, both old school and new school.
Yeah, I got you. And you feel like that's like the next bit of, like, do you know what I mean? Let the viewers know how to find you.
The viewers can find me on all my socials as Joe Gaya Music. Joe Gaya _music. You can find me. I'm everywhere, man. Just type in the name on your PC, on your phone.
How did they type in Joe Gaya, yo? How did they type in Joe Gaya, bro? No, how did they? No, for real. Like, come on, let them know, spell it out for them. You know what I mean? Because some viewers might not be able to. They have problems with spelling.
JOE space GAYA.
So that's JOE
space GAYA.
GAYA.
A for Alpha.
Nah, I'm joking. Well, listen, the police are not here. You know what I mean? But no, it's cool, man. Now, like, you know what? I want to thank that Bless for the opportunity again. Forever, obviously. Want to thank Joe for just taking his time to join us. You was at a video shoot today, innit?
Yeah, it was at a video shoot supporting different artists.
Okay, what was the video? What are you allowed to talk about?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, it was a video shoot for a fellow musician by the name of Rhoda K.
Rhoda K?
Yeah, she's popping back home, and
back home you mean as in East Africa?
East Africa, yeah, she's popping. And she's doing her thing, this is her first project in the UK, so we just went to show some love.
Is she UK based or?
She's currently in the UK, but she don't regard herself as UK based.
You know what? Big up Kere Kere. I found the Kere Kere because he's a comedian and he's up in the UK.
Kere Kere.
Yeah, big him up as well. You get what I mean? I'm gonna do some projects with him and he's doing bits. So you know what I mean? Big him up as well. He's in the UK. Big up all the Ugandan artists that are coming from Uganda to come to the UK to try to do their thing and explore. You know, it's hard. Like, you need a visa and thing, fam. That's not easy, you know. Not easy, you know, dog. So, I may sound like I'm not Ugandan, but trust me, I'm, East African and ting. You get me? And whatnot.
Yeah.
All of them ting there, ting, blah, 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 Nah, I have to do that to make them smile, innit? But thank you everyone for listening.
Big up everybody that's been listening. Hope you enjoy the topics. Just
what topics do you wanna touch on?
We touched on so many topics, man.
Do you wanna touch on a topic?
For today, now we've talked about everything.
You sure?
Yeah,
we've got a good 40 minutes left. Not 40, 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes there, Cause Bless is quiet. He ain't trying to, you know what I mean? He ain't trying to say nothing, so you can clearly touch on two topics.
Nah,
you know? Nah, that's when that's a UK roadman saying nah, cuz. I'll be honest with you guys, it's coronavirus, innit? Yeah. So right about now I'm gonna need to get on that. Nah, I'm joking, I don't need no bus. Straight Uber thing. But nah, for real, man, like, you know what, like the latest tune, man, Gunpe is doing bits, bro.
Thanks, bro.
It's doing wonders, man. It's doing wonders.
Thanks,
how you feel like?
So how do it work? I mean, any man.
How did you feel making it?
Making it, it was all from the heart. Making it, the vision was for this to reach someone's heart. This song to actually be enjoyed. This song to actually be a banger. And the fact that it is manifesting, it is all happening. I mean, it's a relief. You feel like, wow, God answers prayers. Though those prayers also get answered through hard work. You work hard. I mean, I put in effort. I can genuinely say I've put in effort, and like everything that I'm receiving, I feel like I deserve it, and I feel like God is still doing more. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I put God into all of this because I believe as man, there's only so much we could do as us. So, like, as long as I've worked hard genuinely, I leave everything to God, and like, so whenever God rewards me with everything that's happening, I just feel like I'm just feeling thankful. I just feel thankful, and yeah, it's
a different world. You feel like
it's a different world right now. I'm not gonna lie.
How can people find Gunpe now? How can they find it?
Gunpe is on social media.
It's called Gunpe. Why did you call it Gunpe?
Because it's called Gunpe. I mean, it's not.
What does Gunpe mean for the foreign listeners?
Give me the heart. Yeah. Give me the love. Yeah. Give it to me. Yeah. That's what it means.
But he's proper passionate when he does that, you guys, I'm surprised he ain't touched me, bro. No homo, don't touch me.
Nah,
safe distance,
safe distance. You, brother.
Safe distance.
Yeah,
but man. Obviously, no, what I'm saying is, Gunpe is like, it's doing bits, man. I mean, this brother has had people doing challenges. How did you get people to do challenges? For the track? Because you're getting them from all over the world, innit?
They heard the song and they just inboxed me, actually.
Seriously?
They inboxed me telling me, bro, do you like this video? Because some of them, they do it in their own vibe. their own
So
time.
they just, what did they do? Like, obviously,
They like the
explain to
song and
viewers
then
what
they
do.
play it, and sometimes they capture little clips of it and they send it to me. Like, for example, there's a particular friend of mine who I have on my phone today, like I've been talking to. Actually, I haven't been talking to them for long, but they said to me, my song, I asked them, why don't you ever I told them, by the way, my song is going to be playing on TV. Could you watch TV and try to record?
That's the police in the background. Nothing, not, it's not, we're good. We're alright, guys. We're alright.
And then they were like, I already recorded your song playing on TV a few weeks ago, but I never sent it to you. So, you get it. Some people.
Say that again.
Basically, I asked somebody back home if they can record my song for me, if they get it, if they're watching it, and they said to me, I already recorded your song playing on TV a few weeks ago, but I forgot to send it to you.
So they just send it to you straight.
They sent it to me straight. Yeah, they recorded it weeks ago. So
yeah.
So it's people like that who are quiet about stuff, and the people who are not quiet about it. If they like your song, they'll do a few clips and they'll
everything out
of joy. And as I speak to you, I think I just got a message right now. Someone just sent me my video on playing on TV. I just got the message.
Do you know what I mean? Like, the people can't see it though. The people can't see it. They're just gonna hear about it. So I have to make sure that they hear about it and keep the conversation, moving forward. But at the same time, like, all right, so no, it's good though. So you think, what's been your biggest hit that's been kind of like got?
Right now,
that made you feel, oh my god.
Gunpe is doing it for me right now.
Yeah, so right now you feel like you're in your zone, yeah?
Gunpe is doing it for me, though it's just the beginning. I believe it can be much bigger than that.
And this is your comeback song.
Comeback song individually. Remember, I came back with the 3 Nova.
Yeah, you got what 3 Nova? Explain the 3 Nova.
Yes, the group I was singing with. Group I've been singing with 6 months ago. When I decided to come back into the music industry, I came back with them. Nobody knew about them, but I came back through working with them, singing with them. But then after doing like a few projects with them, then I decided to drop my own solo.
That's it. So once you've done your solo, that's it. You feel like it's just me to just. But your solo got more hits than the tracks that you dropped. That you done when you was with.
I'm humbled, bro.
So how do you feel? Are you gonna go solo?
Bro, I've always been solo. It's just that I was just trying to.
I know you've been solo, but I'm saying for the viewers, are you gonna go solo or are you gonna keep with the 3 Nova?
I will do solo music, but I'll also, it's about doing good music. Yeah, it's about the fans. And it's about giving people a variety. I will continue to work with people, 100%. I'll continue to work with other artists, for the sake of building new flavors. I think it's really important. It's really important to build. It's really important to build new flavors. Right now, I'm on a verge whereby I know it's not just about being solo. Okay, I'm a solo artist. I'm gonna continue to be solo, but I believe it's like a shop. Yeah, it's like a shop. You want to have a variety of products for your fans to be able to select. To be like, hey, I like this version, or I like this collaboration. So yeah, I will continue to work with artists. Anybody who has good vibes, anybody who working with people, it's about the vibes. If we were in the zone and I like the person's vibe, mate, we'll create something. We'll cook something interesting. If there's that,
the elements there,
that aura, that vibe there, we'll definitely work together. And so it's not about being proud and sticking to yourself, singing alone. No. I'll do my solos, surely will, but I'll also continue to work with others. Yeah.
No, I got you. So what? So you're telling me that basically now, more or less, it's like you feel like you can do the solo thing, but you will do the boy band thing. But at the same time, it's more or less you just doing what you want to do and being yourself. So it's like for the fans, they have to make do with what they get.
It's not that fans have to just deal with what they get. I mean, I do listen to my fans. I do listen to the advice given to me by my fans. I mean, when I was doing those group songs. I did receive fans that felt like, Joe, what happened to Joe Gaya? You know, there's fans who were telling me, what happened
the old Joe Gaya that I knew, man. Where is he?
What
Where's he
happened to
gone?
him? You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, you can still do this on your own. Like, don't rely.
You feel that about yourself?
But the thing is, me, it's not that. Of course, bro. Come on, Joe Gaya was there before, bro.
Yeah,
it was there before. But the thing is, music is a journey. You know, music is about experimenting. Yeah, an artist is a person that creates. It's a person that's supposed to be productive. Someone who's supposed to be an artist. You're cooking. You're constantly cooking. You're thinking of new. You know, you're adding things together. It's like a chef. It's about trying out something else, trying out something new. So as well as I listen to my supporters, I listen to my fans, I also listen to my inner voice.
And the inner voice is important because it tells you sometimes it's time to let go. Do you know what I mean? And time to, time to carry on. But at the same time, sometimes you can listen to it, but sometimes it is the wrong voice that you're listening to. Because I'll be honest with you, I've had opportunities and times when I've got a sexy voice though, innit? I've heard this a lot. But I've got I got a message and I got a text come through. But at the same time, do you know, like, where I've heard, like, you see your inner voice, yeah? I've had opportunities in life where I've basically decided to go against what I was going to, like, what I was supposed to do. Like, it's like, you know, it tells me, pick up that bottle. But then I think to myself, don't pick up that bottle because you don't know what's going to happen. But then I've decided to pick up that bottle. And then, not like bottle as in terms of like alcohol and stuff like that. Like, I'm talking like proper. Yeah, because people are going to get thoughts in it. Like, pick up that cup or whatever the hell, pick up the TV or something. And then I've just decided to pick it up anyway. Now, when I decided to pick it up, it was the best decision I made in my life. Like, message that partner that your ex-partner or the other one that you had or whatever the weather. And then I've decided to do it, and it turned out like it was, at the time, it actually was the best decision that I made.
Best decision, yeah.
Whereas
basically you listen to your inner voice.
Yeah, and my inner voice tells me, but I'm a person that believes in, like, my inner voice tells me, forget the fear. I can't swear in it on the radio, but it tells me forget F the fear in it, and just do what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's what's gonna make you. That is, and at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you. The most time I've made that decision is when I've actually received the best response after it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have not experienced that.
I feel you. I think.
And I feel like, do you feel that with your music?
I feel that not just music. I feel that with everything in life, honestly, everything, not just music. Honestly, like, there's so many things where we choose to not listen to the inner voice. We choose to ignore our instincts. Yeah. And life ends up, and many times, on many occasions, life still ends up showing us that we are wrong for not listening to our inner voice. Eventually, ignoring that inner voice makes you regret to a certain extent. Because so many things on the outside look pleasing, they look appetizing, that you just...
I call it summertime. You know, summertime. When it's summertime, like, everything looks pleasing when you come out as a man.
Yeah.
Damn, love, no, what? Then, oh my God. And then before you know it, you end up you wake up in the morning and it's just like, huh? Oh, no. And then you got attitude and all of this. And that's just relationship for you guys going out there. But yeah, and you females. But yeah, carry on. I know what you mean still. I call that summertime, basically.
Yeah, so it's important to actually trust yourself. Trust your voice. Trust yourself, you know. Many times, I mean, there's gonna be. I'm not saying don't listen to nobody. I'm not saying don't listen to no one. Yeah, but just trust. Have some trust for yourself as well. Have some trust for your opinions. I mean, so many people's opinions are gonna be good. Yeah, some people can sell ideas, you know, straight away you'll buy the idea. But just have some trust for yourself sometimes, and on many occasions that you listen to yourself, you never regret. Do you understand? I believe that sometimes we're ahead of our time.
We are though.
We're ahead of our time. We're so ahead of our time that the ideas that you may develop, you yourself will question the ideas. You yourself will question the ideas. Yeah? Because you yourself don't understand them. But then if you just stick to them and believe in yourself,
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen in this perfect time.
Because do you know what people forget? It's already happened. Because you've already believed it and understood it, and then you've seen it.
For reals.
And that's what a plan is, right?
For real.
A plan is believing it, understanding it, and seeing it, and then putting it on paper. That's the last bit of it, putting it on paper.
Real talk.
So once you've done, it's already happened.
Real talk.
Do you understand? So it's like, I'll be honest with you guys and everyone, like real talk. Even like with this idea with Bless, thank you so much for the radio. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for Joe for coming on the show. Like it's real like that. But at the end of the day, without a plan, not even a plan, without a vision, none of this would have happened. And for you, Bless, for you to have the show, without the vision, you would not even have a radio station. As a black man, you started from young, as a young black man. Do you know what I mean? And at the same time with you, Joe, you started from a young black man doing this. You know what I mean? The music.
Yeah.
You need to play us one more tune before we bust out.
Yeah.
Because we're about to bust out soon, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you for all the listeners.
Big up to all the listeners. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you was engaging with us with the lovely topics that we've had tonight.
Yeah, man.
Bless Radio, definitely. This is our platform. Limz Ali, man. Thank you for hosting me. Thank you for hosting me. We have to take this. We need to take Uganda music out of the community. It needs to become people's music. It needs to become.
That's it.
It needs to become more global. It needs to become more out there with all the other music, you know. That's why I'm so thankful for these opportunities, you know.
It's cool, man.
Yeah,
100%. Without fail. Play them a track play them a track and let them know what Joe Gaya. You're listening. Like today, our special guest has been Joe Gaya. Bless Radio, Limz Ali show with Bless, Limz Ali, and our special guest Joe Gaya. And he's about to play your track. He's played you 1-2 tracks. So like you guys check him out. Instagram, Spotify, Facebook. You know, like everything. Twitter. You know, Instagram. What else can I say, bro? Come on. Big up for my Ugandan artists. Cleo, Double S. All of them, you know what I mean? Everybody, so many.
Honey, I wanna give you good loving. I wanna give you sweet loving. Sweet loving.
Hey, who's this featuring? Who's this featuring? Joe Gaya Music.
JJ Music.
JJ Music. JJ Music. Come on, people.
I said you and me, we are meant to be. Can't you see our love is free? I said you and me, we are meant to be. When I call you, come, baby. Come, baby. When I call you, come, honey. Come, honey. I wanna give you good loving. Good loving. I wanna give you sweet loving.
Hey, Joe Gaya Music. You know what I'm saying? Come on, people.
Girl, would you be my baby mama? Yono mulujana zaira bana. Girl, would you be my baby mama?
Wind like a dance, the way do you think me a done?
Namanya boyegwani kipenzi na kutamani toka miteani nikupeleke nyumbani usiniache na usini mwake ite mzima ite mkubwa I love the way you got that look so good.
Come on, Joe Gaya, JG Music. You done know already. Come on.
Baby, when I call you, honey. Honey, I wanna give you good loving. I wanna give you sweet loving. Sweet loving.
Come on, Joe Gaya, Limz Ali Show. You know how it is. Thursdays, Blessed Radio. Now then, come on. Big up Bless. Big up Bless. 100 all day, every day.
We are meant to be. Can't you see? Our love is real. I say you and me. We are meant to be. Can't you see? Our love is real. I joke, Gaya. Bambino.
Joe Gaya. Bambino. Come on, peoples. Come on, peoples. Big it up for, you know what I'm saying? Big boy, Joe Gaya Music. Always. JG Music every day. All day, every day, people. Now, thank you for all the listeners. Like, you know what I mean? You lot felt a bit ashamed. You didn't phone in. You didn't text in. Nah, I'm joking. I'm playing with you guys. I got a lot of texts and stuff like that. But people, thank you for listening. Do you know what I mean? That was like, to end off the show, that was Joe Gaya. Joe Gaya Music. Joe, you wanna give them a little goodbye kind of message? Tell them how to check you and what you got coming up for them, man.
I told them where to check me, but I'll say it again.
You have to say it again, man. You have to say it again.
Space Gaya. Joe Gaya. Find me. I'm not hard to find, man.
Yeah.
I'm not hard to find. Find me. I'm not hard to find. I'm on all the socials. Joe Gaya, JOE space GAYA on Instagram. Joe Gaya _music. I'm dead. I'm not even there. I'm dead.
Oh, he said he's dead.
Dead. If you want to look for me on what call it?
Instagram,
Twitter, I'm there.
You know what else? What's your name though? What's your name on
Where
there?
anti?
Are you on Spotify?
I'm there, bro.
Are you sure?
I'm dead.
What's your Spotify?
Spotify, just put Joe Gaya, simple.
Oh my god, so everything is actually Joe Gaya?
Simple. Joe Gaya, bro.
Serious?
Yeah, man.
What about Snapchat?
Official, verified.
Can they catch you on Snapchat?
They can catch me on Snap. No.
Oh my god.
That's one place I'm not there, but that's because.
Oh, they can't catch you on Snapchat. Oh,
but I'll be there soon. I just haven't been.
He'll be there soon, guys. He'll be there soon.
I'll be there.
Joe Gaya, come on, peoples. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. Thank you. We love you. Big up, Bless. Big up, everybody.
Bless, you still there, yeah? Bless is gonna sleep, you guys. He's gonna sleep on us. Nah, I'm playing, but nah, big up Bless for the opportunity. Big up to everything. Big up to everyone. And real talk. You know what? Everybody keep safe. Like stay home. No, I would say stay home, but keep safe. Do you know what I mean? And everybody just just look after yourselves. It's not an easy time. Like, if you're out, get home safe. You know, like, if you're indoors, stay safe. Like, and when you're going out, you know, like, when you come back home, wash your hands, clean, you know, have a shower, do whatever you can possibly to keep yourself sustained and safe. And, like, the protesters, thank you for what you've been doing. For all the people that are listening, thank you for listening. Do you know what I mean? And for everyone making efforts, like the key workers, thank you for everything that you've been doing, because, you know, we're all going through this epidemic and this pandemic together, and it only helps if we stay together rather than split up because of race and because of all of these situations happening. I'm not happy to see what happened in America, but at the end of the day, people, like, just stay away from trouble, stay away from possible trouble, look after your loved ones, and look after yourselves, yeah? So, once again, I want to say thank you, Bless, for the opportunity. You guys check out Bless, Limz Ali Show, every week, like, you know what I mean? Like, every week, Thursday, 8 till 10 p.m. 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. Listen out for it. Many more special guests coming on the show. Many more guests. Joe Gaya, check out his album. That's Joe Gaya, Joegaya. Yeah, Joe Gaya with music at the end of it. Can you spell music? Music. You understand? So check that out, people. And I'm gonna love you and leave you, because Bless right now is not really, he's not really responding, because I think he might have had his situation that just, but yeah, guys, like, everybody look after yourselves, and like I said, like, literally, like, everybody look after yourselves, have fun, take care, look after each other, and we're gonna see you on the other side next week. Bless, you there? No. Bless, you there? Nah. Bless is ghost, people. For the first time, Bless is gone quiet. Normally, he's making up most of the stinkers. He's making up most of the noise, ain't he? Today, he's not really making up no noise. Which shows me that today, Bless is basically, he's out of it. You know what I mean? So, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. And, yeah, definitely. Joe Gaya, you wanna spread the last message there? You wanna spread the last message there, Joe Gaya? You wanna spread the last message there?
Just stay positive, stay safe, stay positive, stay safe, and continue to believe in yourself. If you have something that you want to do out there, something good, something productive, believe in yourself and just stay positive, stay optimistic. Everything is possible. And last but not least, it's actually the first thing.
Stay safe.
Put God first.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Coronavirus. Stay safe. Safe
that.
Distance.
I said that.
You understand?
Stay safe.
Safe distance, people.
Yeah.
Don't forget, just because we got ease on the lockdowns, safe distance.
For real.
Do you understand?
For real.
Right.
The George Floyd thing is making
everyone's forgotten about it. And George Floyd, rest in peace to George Floyd as well this week. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Martin Luther King. You know, so many of our brothers and sisters are gone. But at the end of the day, we continue to love and support what they did, because they showed us a different life, and they're the ones that are the pathways for where we are doing what we're doing, especially right now. And big up Bless, because you're a pathway as well. So bless to you too. And yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you, people. And check it out, YouTube, internet, Bless Radio, YouTube. You can check it out on Google. You can check it everywhere. So guys, yeah, man, keep supporting, keep streaming next week. 8 till 8. No, sorry, 8 till 11. 8 till 11. Is it 8 till 11? Nah, I'm playing with you. 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, guys, yeah? Check it out, man. Like, you know what I mean? Limz Ali Show, man. Stay blessed, and everyone look after yourselves. Easy, people.